Any developments as we get them. Audio between a pilot and the LAX control tower raising even more questions this morning. This after the Delta airliner he was flying unloaded jet fuel all over several local schools before making an emergency landing. KTLA's Christina Pascucci live at LAX with the latest. Christina, good morning.
Jess, good morning to you from here at LAX. And you know, a lot of questions raised by hearing that audio between the air traffic controller and the pilot. Perhaps most notably is the air traffic controller point blank says, hey, do you want to dump some fuel? And then the pilot says no. Listen to this.
And bring you back to LAX immediately, or do you need to hold the burn fuel? You tell me what you need to do.
Okay, Delta 89, we're going to go ahead. We've got the engine and we have compressor stalls. We've got it back under control.
Okay, so you don't need to hold the dump fuel or anything like that?
Negative. We'll be requesting runway 25 right.
In the audio from the Tuesday incident, Delta Flight 89's pilot announces he is in engine compressor stall 20 minutes after takeoff from LAX en route to China. Aviation experts say it wouldn't have been a dire emergency. Think about, for example, a backfire in your car's carburetor. Still, though, the pilots had thousands of gallons of fuel on board, perhaps wanted to dump some of that weight. So the controller said, do you want to dump fuel? And they said, negative. The million-dollar question is, why did the pilots say no? The controller would have directed them to a sparsely populated area at a higher altitude of more than, say, 8,000 feet, allowing the fuel to evaporate before hitting the ground. But neither of those things were done. Instead, the pilots dumped the fuel at a couple thousand feet over a densely populated area, and right now you should be seeing video of that. What the result was, they sprayed jet fuel over at least 50 people throughout southeast LA County, including 20 kids at a Cudahy school. Paramedics treated those kids. Guys, are we seeing that video right now? Some of the kids were crying. They were complaining of discomfort and burning in the eyes. Nobody was hospitalized. They were treated there on scene. But I spoke to a retired American Airlines captain who flew the 777 for 30 years. He says, look, he wasn't in the pilot's seat, so maybe there were pieces we still don't know. But he says, based on the conditions at the time and the information we have, it doesn't seem that a fuel dump would have even been necessary.
So if he had a critical situation, let's say he was on fire and you needed to get back on the ground right away, dump fuel or no dump fuel, the track that this pilot flew was far longer than necessary in an urgent or emergent situation. Usually the procedure is the pilot not flying is the pilot talking on the radio. So there may have been a miscommunication.
We reached out to Delta and the FAA. Delta says it has no additional comment on this, but that they did everything they could to clean up the school and right their wrong. FAA says they have no additional details at this time either, but they continue their investigation. I'm Christina Pascucci, reporting live from LAX. I'll send it back to you.
Christina.